What if I told you that your entire life could change, not through one big decision, but through something so small, you would almost ignore it? Not a breakthrough, not a lucky opportunity, not even hard work in the way you understand it. Just 1%. 1% better every day. It sounds insignificant. It sounds slow. It sounds almost useless. And that's exactly why most people fail. Because they underestimate the power of small improvements, while overestimating the importance of big, dramatic change. But today, you're going to understand a principle so powerful that once you see it, you will never think about success the same way again. The illusion of big success. We live in a world obsessed with instant results. Overnight success. Viral fame. Millionaire by 25. But what you don't see is that behind every sudden success, there are years of invisible progress. Success is not an event. It is a process. And the problem is, most people quit the process before it has time to work. Because the early stages of growth are silent. They are boring. They are invisible. You go to the gym, nothing changes. You start a business, no results. You learn a skill, no recognition. So you stop. Not because it doesn't work, but because you expected it to work faster. Why people fail? Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Failure is not dramatic. It doesn't happen in one moment. It happens in small daily decisions. Skipping one workout. Delaying one task. Choosing comfort over discipline. Just once. But just once becomes a habit. And habits build your future. People don't fail because they are incapable. They fail because they are inconsistent. They want results without respecting the process. The 1% rule explanation. Now here's where everything changes. The 1% rule is simple. If you improve just 1% every day, those small improvements compound over time into extraordinary results. At first, nothing seems to happen. But beneath the surface, something powerful is building. Think of it like this. Every small action is a vote for the person you are becoming. One page read. One extra hour of focus. One disciplined choice. Individually, they mean nothing. But together, they create a completely different life. This is the power of compounding. Not just in money, but in habits, in mindset, in identity. The valley of invisible progress. There is a phase in every journey where it feels like nothing is working. This is the most dangerous phase, because this is where most people quit. You're putting in effort, but seeing no results. You're improving, but no one notices. You're changing, but your life looks the same. This is what I call the valley of invisible progress. And if you quit here, you will never reach the breakthrough. Because success doesn't happen gradually. It happens suddenly, after a long period of invisibility. The identity shift. The real power of the 1% rule is not just external success. It's internal transformation. Every small disciplined action is proof to yourself that you are becoming someone different. You're not just working out. You're becoming a disciplined person. You're not just reading. You're becoming intelligent. You're not just saving money. You're becoming financially aware. And once your identity changes, your actions follow automatically. This is the ultimate shift. Stop focusing on what you want to achieve and start focusing on who you want to become. How to apply IT. So how do you actually use the 1% rule in your life? Not by making massive changes overnight, but by doing this. Start small, but stay consistent. Make it impossible to fail. Instead of saying, I will work 5 hours daily, start with, I will work 30 minutes every single day. Because consistency beats intensity. Always focus on systems, not goals. Goals give direction, but systems create results. And remember this: you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. 1 year from now, you will either be in the same place or living a completely different life. Not because of one big decision, but because of the small choices you make every single day. The 1% rule is not exciting. It is not fast. It is not easy. But it works. And if you commit to it, truly commit, you won't just change your results. You will change who you are. And that changes everything.